The yummies. Your first time eating muffins. Yum yum.
Yummy. And yummy. Oh, you still had some. Chew it up. Chew it up.
Yum 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 yum. Yeah, you're liking this real food thing. Hold on. Meet some more. Yeah.
Nice. A little bit. Hello, big girl. Take two. Are you sitting up all by yourself? You gonna tell stories? Are you telling stories too?
Hello again, everybody. Good afternoon. It is still kind of rainy and miserable. A bit of a break. The road's actually not wet right here, but you can see it's threatening rain right over there. It's been raining for like, I don't know, a week and a half. Feels like 3 months. Hasn't been quite that bad. There's a noisy feller behind me there somewhere. Anyway, we are 10 days before our flight leaves. There's a few more things we want to check out. We are heading to Niagara Falls right now is our plan, and spend, I don't know, probably the weekend there, I guess, before we head back. Then get last minute things done. We got to get this motorhome parked. We have to get it winterized. We've got quite a bit of packing to do yet, the stuff that's day to day that we're using every day. The rest of it, I think, it's almost packed. What do you got, 13 suitcases now? You have about 13 packed?
I think we're on 15 by now.
15 suitcases packed? Okay. So the rest, just got a couple more odds and ends basically, and then all of our carry-on luggage. Right. Correct?
Yeah.
So we may or may not, we're not sure yet, we might end up slipping across to the States yet just to knock one more state off and put a sticker on the back of the motorhome. Niagara Falls, obviously the other side is Niagara Falls, New York. So, I mean, why not, right? We'll see though when we get there. I did look at one campground. It was ridiculously expensive, but at least it was still open. They wanted almost $200 a night, which I thought, that is, I mean, I'm bringing my own tent, my own cabin here. I'm not renting a cabin. So I thought that was a little excessive. We might look for something else. They did have a nice heated indoor pool, which would be great. But, you know, typically we're looking at $60 to $80 a night for the campground. So why this one had to be, it was $193 or something like that for a night, which is ridiculous. So I don't know if they made a mistake or what the deal is there. We'll probably find something else. The weather has been incredibly wet. Like I said, there's a lot of crops down here yet. Those of you who've been following us for a while live in various places of the world. It is now October 10th. 11th, sorry. So gives you an idea what things look like here where we grew up. Still very green. Trees are not completely turned yet. There's lots of green leaves in the trees yet. There is lots that have turned as well. These are maples. They will turn red and yellows. So when you see green ones in here, you know, they got a ways to go yet. And there's tons of crops. There is a field of soybeans. They're still out here. Past lots of corn. The corn silage is actually still green, which I was surprised. It's not even yellowed yet. So yeah, lots of stuff out in the field here. Here's oats and peas. There's a whole field of oats and peas. Somebody might be able to take a cut off of that this year yet. Probably his plan. All right, here's some of this corn I was talking about. It's still green here. You know, it's starting to turn. Some of that, you can see some yellow in there, but it's far from done. And the grass is still green. I know when we were talking to the people in New Mexico as well, and we talked to people in Arizona and stuff, I mean, it was already brown then. You can see the contrast. This is what we're used to with the trees and the green grass for, you know, farther into the season. Missouri looked more like home. I don't know what Missouri looks like right now. Anybody that's from Missouri, please drop a comment down below. But today is October 11th, and yep, that's what it looks like around here. All right, we're getting closer to the area where I would have grown up. Still a half hour away, but anyway, gives you an idea. A lot of the crops are off here. Beautiful time for filming right now, the sun being out. So I grew up more wide open like this, although there's still lots of trees around the buildings. And the occasional fence line, like on this side. There's corn being taken off there. Still a full field of corn here. You see how green it is in the ditches still? And you get the tall weeds that have turned brown, but down in there it's still very, very green. Lots of corn here, yeah. Just kind of give you an idea, and this is kind of also what we're interested in. Not per se just open or just developed, but land that looks like this, as far as trees and green grass and fences, and you know, a lot of these used to be family farms. Obviously, people have, you know, one farmer's done well and bought out lots of other ones, that kind of an idea. So there's not too many small farms left anymore, but it is a beautiful area. And very successful as well. Most of the farms still have a good chunk of bush at the back of them. A lot of 100-acre farms would have 10 acres of bush or so that they kept as a wood lot for heating their homes, cutting firewood originally. And a lot of guys keep them as sugar bush as well. There's soybeans out in the field here yet. Looks like they're just about ready for harvesting. Anyway, just gives you an idea. Here's a nice little farm there. This one coming up here is not terribly big either. I don't want a huge farm, but we would like enough land to make a living, and obviously you need enough barns to house the animals to make a living as well. Just give you guys all an idea where we're coming from. This big barn in the middle here, that would be a bank barn. That's a bank barn in the middle. And you don't see those in too many other countries. The States has lots of this. We have made it to Niagara Falls. We come here once in a while. I can't think of the last time we've been here. It's probably been 3 or 4 years. It's a really nice walk. We like going in the off season. It does tend to be a bit cooler, which is why we're bundled up, but there's way less tourists. It just gets pretty busy. So there's an American side and a Canadian side, and we all like to brag the Canadian side is better, which it indeed is. We have the Horseshoe Falls on this side, a bit more scenic. Now, I've never actually been to the American side, but we got lots of landscaping here. The city's neat too. Lots of hotels and stuff. There's a lot of stuff to do. Just over the top of that tree, you can see the Skyline Tower. You can actually go up there and eat. But depending on the time of year, we've been here in Christmas one time too. Everything was lit up with Christmas lights. It's very neat. This old building was a hydro generation station at one point. Maybe still is. I don't really know. Why it's so big, I don't understand that. I'm not sure why. It seems way too big. Kids and I were just discussing that, how fancy it is. Beautiful building. And over there we've got the Niagara River in the background, and then the falls. You can see the mist coming up from the falls. We'll be there shortly.
pretty cool.
Mom, can I go through that?
I think so. Cora goes with you. Hey, don't stop. Hello.
I kind of wanted to go in that.
We got time on our side. When I stay home, I need you on my side. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much I can find my way. We got everything here, at least to stay alive. And the time that we share makes it all worthwhile. Got this place on our own. Do you feel that we got something strong? And I saw you walking the line, and the truth may come as a surprise that with you I feel alive. You'll be the last one I think about. We got time on our side. We're in a state of hope. I need you on my fire. I want you to know that every time you're away, I long for you so much.
Beautiful Niagara Falls. It's hard to see. So here's the horseshoe portion of it though. Go around and back the other way. There's an immense amount of water coming down here. The hydroelectric station, there's one right there that's got part to do with it, and then the one we were looking at is more back in here behind these trees. So that has something to do with it. Just an enormous amount of water. All the water from the Great Lakes basically goes across this water. So any water that came off from our farm in Manitoulin Island went down to Lake Huron and eventually ends up dumping over these falls. And then you can see the American Falls over there on the other side. This here is all part of Canada's falls.
Wanna be free of this heart, yeah. Wanna feel your arms around me. I need you more, need you here, more than I would like to admit. Let's forget about tomorrow, yeah. Should I hide away forever? Should I close my eyes and never again hold you tight, call you mine, think about you every time? I remember that it's over, yeah. You never break, you never lie, you never ever scared.
Doesn't look very enjoyable to me.
Angle of the American one, and that's the bridge going to the States. We're hoping to cross later today. And you got the border between the Canada and the States runs right through the middle of here, and then scoots just through the corner of that. Meaning this portion is all part of Canada, but from there over is all Canada. But there is Americans on the other side checking out our falls. We should be charging them tickets. Beautiful falls, and then these poor buggers found themselves down here. On purpose, of course. They offer boat tours to both the American side and the Canadian side. You can get right up in here to the falls. This is why they call it the Horseshoe Falls, by the way. As you can tell, it's U-shaped. Never been on here. Maybe one day.
It's almost like I can't stop, can't stop, yeah. You never lose, you know you win. So I've been trying hard to pretend that I'm okay. It's just a phase, and everything is going just great.
the Rainforest Cafe. We've been here, I think, 2 times before. Various stages of the kids' life, I guess. So some of them have never been here, some of them have. Music is extremely loud for some reason today. But it's kind of neat because they've got a bunch of animals, jungle animals. It's all jungle themed here. Well, Rainforest Cafe makes sense, I guess. So they've got some elephants over there, gorillas back there. I believe there's a lion or a cheetah around here somewhere, and a couple more gorillas. And then they all move. They're mechanical, so there's like robots in them. Their eyelids will open up. They make noises. It's kind of neat. But yeah, it's extremely noisy in here today, unfortunately. So I'm grabbing some lunch here, and then we'll go back out and have a look more at the Niagara Falls. And then we're hoping to go across the border yet today, so we'll see how that works out for us. All right, so now they got fake thunder going on.
Like a little courtyard here.
There's the big giant container.
All they're missing is like a game piece thing, like check or chest or something. No, I said all they're missing here is like a chess game.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah.
We're going into space.
Nice. This way. Very cool. I always put my hand over this camera.
Alright, if you want to hang out with us, you got to get used to plans changing because it happens all the time. So we're in Niagara Falls now. We've kind of seen it. We've been here. We've done that already. So what else are we going to do? We're going to spend a weekend here, but I mean, how often or how long can you stare at water falling over a cliff? So we're going to head across the border into the States. I want to see that side. And then we're like, you know what? We could knock off 3 more states on the back of our motorhome on our picture. We could have New York, Pennsylvania, and Ohio knocked off on the back. Then I got looking at it, I'm like, jumping, you know, when we're about halfway around Lake Erie, we're going to be awfully close to the Ark Encounter. It's only 4 more hours. So we're going to head for the Ark Encounter after all, which is something that I really wanted to do. It was on our list in the States and we didn't get to it. We're like, we'll do it another day. So now the plan is, as we're going around Lake Erie, we're going to cruise down to the Ark Encounter, check that out, which knocks off one more state. The state of Kentucky will also be off the list.